My name is John. This is the eForce DPAS 2600. And what I'm going to show you today is how well the eForce does running the brush blade. The brush blade I'm running today is the Echo Weed and Grass blade. It's a three-sided blade you can sharpen. And I'm running on a standard string trimmer shaft. This is something where you just take the speed feed off in the guard, and with an adapter you can put the brush blade on. That's why there's no metal guard on this shaft, because this is not the brush blade attachment. It's just an adapter. The other option for a brush blade is those carbide tip blades. I find they work great on trees, but not on grass. Where this three-sided blade works great on grass up to small trees. So in my opinion, this is the best setup for brush cutting. If you're gonna be cutting down actual trees, you're gonna wanna use a chainsaw, not a string trimmer with a brush blade on it. But small trees, this really can knock down anything. Links for the brush blade and the adapter will be in the description below. Now let me take it out and show you how well the brush blade works with the 2600, knocking down tough weeds, small trees, and everything in between. If you found any benefit to this video, please consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.
I decided to include the Echo eForce DPAS 2100 alongside the 2600 in this video, just to show how well the battery power trimmers do running the brush blade. The area I'm working right now, full of vines, briar bushes, just your typical overgrown area. This once stood a really tall oak tree, and this is what grew out of it. If you saw my previous video about the 2100 and running attachments, the problem with the 2100 compared to the 2600 is that if you hit something hard with the 2100, it cuts out for about 30 seconds. So if you're running the brush blade, hedge trimmer, pole pruner, and it kicks back on you, it has a tendency to cut off for about 30 seconds. The 2600, on the other hand, never cuts off. You can virtually knock down anything with it. Really a great piece of equipment. Now that I have the brush blade attached to the 2600, you can see it really has no trouble in knocking down these tough weeds, along with briar bushes, small trees, and virtually everything else. Really a great piece of equipment for commercial use. I'm going to speed this video up a little bit, just so you can see the finished results in a quicker manner. But overall, the eForce does a great job with the brush cutter, doing your typical brush cutter work. Now let's see how it does cutting down some small trees, and a couple of trees you probably shouldn't be cutting down with a brush blade. What I have here is 3 small trees. I'm going to cut down with the 2100 and the 2600.
This is the smallest, about 3/4, about 1 inch and some change here, and 1 inch and 3/4 for this one. Well, it cut it out. It did not like hitting that, and I got most of the way through it. It cut through it, but it didn't like it. Now the 2100's done this job, let's see how well the 2600 does at cutting down this tree. This is about 1 inch and 3/4. The 2100 really didn't like cutting down that last one, but it did it. Oh man. As you can see, the 2600 knocked down this tree about 1 inch and 3/4. Highly recommend you don't do this with any of your trimmers. Really not meant to cut down trees by striking it with the brush cutter. That being said, the 2100 and the 2600 both worked extremely well with the brush blade. Even on some of this really tough stuff, really didn't have any trouble with the 2100. Cuts out every now and then, but you're paying extra for the added performance of the 2600.
Thanks for watching, and have a great day.